Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. September 4th, 2018. Today is Tuesday. It's the day after Labor Day. So thank you guys for joining me. And by the title of this video, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of people who are going to be quick to click the comment button. But please listen through the entire video before you decide to comment, because my comments are held, so if you violate the comment rules or you're vulgar or attack somebody, it's not going to make it up on my page, and you're just gonna waste your time typing away. If it makes you feel better, by all means. So the breaking news story today blew up all over the internet is that Nike has decided to promote and sponsor for their 30th anniversary of Just Do It campaign, Colin Kaepernick. And anybody who has lived under a rock doesn't know who Colin Kaepernick is. He is the former quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, who basically started, I believe he was the first, it may have been some of his teammates as well, the kneeling at the national anthem before the football games in 2016. Because of that, he was released. He was not re-signed by the 49ers. And he was not signed by any team all of last season. Nobody wanted him. He did work out for some teams. Now there's a lawsuit that he's filed against the NFL for collusion, saying that basically the league, the owners, the coaches, the teams, everybody got together and decided they were not going to sign him as a quarterback because of what he did at the national anthem. And a ton of other players in the league started doing the same thing. Some of them got fined, some of them got in trouble. And the league had to bounce back and forth on whether or not they were going to punish players for kneeling at the national anthem. Some players ended up raising their fist, all kinds of protests. And it's all in basically protest of, it was in support of Black Lives Matters and basically people not being treated fairly in this country, being racial inequality, essentially. And, President Trump chimed in on it and did not support the kneeling at all, that, the NFL was not the time or place to do it. So this channel does not express political affiliations or opinions, and I'm not going to now. The reason that I'm doing this video is because Nike is a huge brand that a lot of us sell their merchandise, new and used, on multiple platforms, eBay, Amazon, and Poshmark, to name a few. And so the repercussions of what Nike has done today by supporting Colin Kaepernick, by supporting those ideological thoughts and those positions, is big. Whether you agree or you don't agree, and I don't care whether you agree or don't agree, and I'm not going to talk about my thoughts on it, and I don't want you to go in the comments and go back and forth on it. If you have a constructive comment, by all means do it. Don't attack anyone, don't use vulgar language, or again, it won't make the comment section, no one will ever see it. But is it going to affect the value of Nike's merchandise? So some people, you guys might be familiar with Big and Rich, John Rich, they're country singers. They did the Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy song was one of their big ones. So you might know them from that. They posted a picture on social media today, John Rich did, of his sound man cutting the tops of his socks, the Nike swooshes off the socks. And then other people, he said multiply that by millions. It might be a little exaggerating, but a lot of people came out in opposition to Nike's position, helping and supporting Colin Kaepernick, and said they were no longer going to buy Nike merchandise. They were burning their Nike merchandise. I believe the boycott Nike tweet as of mid-afternoon had over 100,000 retweets or tags in people's tweets. That's not to mention all the Facebook and Instagram backlash. It's a very hot topic, and it's hugely debated back and forth. And you can't really argue with anyone, because if you're on this side, you're going to lose, and if you're on this side, you're going to lose. You can't win arguing with the other side. And that's why I don't care if you do that in the comment section. It's not worth it. What I want to know is, all of us that have inventory currently listed on any of the platforms, did anyone have a surge in sales of Nike merchandise today? Or does anyone think that it's going to cause Nike merchandise to go down? So this I will give you my opinion on. Nike has 1,000 people on eBay right now looking for a pair of Nike shoes. And so no matter what those people's political positions were up until today, or their thoughts on these movements, they were 1,000 people shopping for shoes. Now, obviously it's a big number, but just for an example. And now Nike has gone and made a decision that has angered 500 of those people. Those 500 people, not all of them, but some portion of them, are going to actually boycott Nike and not buy any more Nike stuff. And so those people are now no longer shoppers. Let's call them 300 people. 30% of the former buyers pool on eBay no longer is interested in buying Nike merchandise. The less people buying something, the less the price is. That means supply is down, or demand is down, and supply is still where it was, which means the price is going to go down. I believe, in my opinion, this is going, at least in the short term, to hurt the resale value on Nike. Now, yes, there are some people that are going to love Nike's position. They're going to run out and try to buy every Nike thing they can. I definitely don't think that that's going to overtake the amount of people that are going to stop buying Nike. It doesn't cost these people any money to stop buying Nike. It costs these people that want to send extra support to Nike to go out and spend a bunch of money. And typically, that buyer pool, especially in the used merchandise sector, if they're buying used merchandise, probably isn't willing to shell out the money that it's going to take to do that, because otherwise they'd be buying brand new Nike, not used Nike. So that's kind of my thoughts on what's going to happen to the used marketplace on Nike goods. I think Under Armour and Adidas are going to do strong. It's something you might want to consider. Maybe even Reebok, maybe Fila, maybe Skechers. All the other brands might see a little bit of surge in pricing. Just for reference, Nike stock took a tumble today. It could just be short term. We'll have to wait through the rest of the week and see what happens. A lot of financial advisors are saying that Nike stock is going to crumble this month. Up until like September 15th or 19th, they have a second quarter earnings report to put out, and apparently they did very good. And this is prior to this announcement and all this controversy. So if they did do good on the stocks, on their earnings, the stock price will go back up by the end of the month. But this is going to hurt them in the short term. I would not take down your Nike merchandise. Leave it at the price that you want. If it doesn't sell, be okay with that and just wait out the storm. Nobody's just going to abandon Nike. They're not going to go out of business tomorrow. It's not going to destroy them. It's just going to cause them a bunch of headaches for a couple of weeks. It's also a PR stunt. It's purely marketing. It's 101. You know, the old saying, some press is better than no press, bad press is better than no press. So at this point, Nike's just taking everything with a grain of salt and saying, we rather have everyone talking about this and discussing it than not doing anything at all. And it's just going to cost us a couple $1 million to pay Colin Kaepernick to do it. So they took marketing 101 to a whole nother level. Now, how crazy it gets is yet to be seen, but it's social media. We all know how crazy people go. And that's why I encourage you guys to diplomatically discuss this in the comment section. Discuss the pricing, use merchandise, flipping stuff, prices up and down, stock, all that stuff. I don't want it to become purely political in the comment section. Again, if you word something right and it's just a statement or an opinion and it's respectful, I'll let it go through. Otherwise, not going to happen. So I'm curious what you guys think. Please, by all means, leave it down in the comment section below. And I will do my best to approve these as quickly as I can. I'll be up the rest of the night. East Coast time, you guys know I'm up late. So get your comments in, check out the video, and hopefully if you have a lot of Nike inventory, it still sells and you still make some good money on it. And maybe this, in the long run, will help Nike's value to go up. We can only dream, right? All right, guys, enjoy the evening. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, I suspect this video will bring in some new viewers. Hit the subscribe button. I get into all kinds of these topics, anything to do with selling, business, news around any of that type of stuff. So if you're interested in that, you want to make some money, you want to learn how to make some money, you want to learn how to buy and sell, you want to learn how to keep up with business and goings-ons, then by all means, stick around. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.